Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the most valuable player of 2018, Patrick Mahomes, and the Kansas City Chiefs, as they match up with the longtime Raven Joe Flacco and his new team, the Denver Broncos. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos head out for their first drive and at the controls in his first season in the Mile High City, a former Super Bowl champion in Joe Flacco. And in Baltimore, they drafted Lamar Jackson. Eventually, he would take over for Flacco Week 10 a season ago. So Flacco out. Well, the Broncos said, we still think he has some time left in his career. They bring him in for some stability at quarterback, something that they really haven't had in Denver since the departure of Peyton Manning after their victory in Super Bowl 50. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. It's caught by Sanders. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. The numbers for Sanders last week, 5 catches, 72 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, look now at our starting defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week. Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end?
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
22 yards there, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Passing play. Flacco. Got an open man. It's Fumagalli. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
43, 15.
Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. That's complete. It's Bell. A gain of 6 there on first. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes has some fond memories of playing here in Denver. In fact, one of his earliest NFL memories came here in the Mile High City. That was back in the final week of the 2017 season. Well, that rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Walker. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage, too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get it. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Alex Okafor, his 2nd sack of the night. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Flacco. The Sanders has got it complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play. Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up on 2nd down now. It's Lindsey trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half. And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 17, Mahomes complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. They go play fake. Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Now he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now Flacco. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score them, garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Bootleg, Flacco, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Thomas. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A beautiful fake. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Good job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Flacco. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got one. 47's the mic, boy. 15. Check 47.
Yellow.
To you. I'm going to come back to you.
Check 4.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. From the 31, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, "Oh no, I'm keeping my job." But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. They'll run on first down. Lindsey looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Thomas. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Out there to start their next drive, Phillip Lindsay and the Broncos. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Another run by Lindsey. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Flacco from the gun. Airing it out for Hamilton. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Completes it to Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner,
he's got Daly, the 40, 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 76 yards, and the Broncos are in for 6. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
DeMarcus Walker there on the stop. They run it again with Williams. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Let's go.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to fight, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Mike 53. 53.
On first down, Flacco. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Flacco leaves to Lindsey on the draw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Flacco. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, It's Thompson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up the third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Mahomes now to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. The busy night continues for Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To pass, Flacco. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away.